Each man needs his own style, one which suits him. And any wise man chooses one matching his abilities and concentrates on that.
I think that's my favorite accent currently. You know?
New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah.
For any particular reason?
Could I say yeah?
I found out, like in my head, I worked it out. The difference between an Australian and a New Zealand accent is that New Zealanders turn E's into I's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Is everyone,
Yeah, like if you listen to
everyone
it,
alright?
I don't hear New Zealanders speak that often, to be perfectly honest.
Is everyone alright?
it's everyone. Exactly, everyone.
This reminds me of you guys know who Jimmy Carr is, the guy.
Yeah.
Right. He
Yeah.
did some stand up on accents, and I'm trying to remember what the Geordie one was, like the Newcastle people. It was like roller coaster. Scuba.
Remember what I said earlier, mate? Remember what I did say earlier when we were in the car? Jamaicans have an accent. I don't know because I'm Jamaican. Obviously, I can't hear my own accent. Trinis, sing song. The Bajans, though, steel pan rolling down steps. Just a lot of noise and chaos.
Hey,
You know? Hey, man.
Hey, bye. Yeah.
There's a lot
What
of
you
noise.
saying, bye?
There's just a lot of noise and chaos going on there, bro. It's actually amazing.
All our small island fans, big up on yourself.
Don't know.
Y'all niggas sound strange
We're
to
back.
us. I'm sure we sound strange to you, but that's
Probably,
fine.
yeah,
That's
big
that's
facts.
the beauty
Cheers.
of life and the human experience.
We're back. We haven't been here in a while. I wish
Life,
dog,
guys. Life happens.
I wish I had some like fantastical excuse for you.
Life comes at you hard and fast.
When was the last time you guys recorded?
Like 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, over
Yeah.
a month.
Yeah, which is for us. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But we're back. You know, life just happened. It comes at you fast. You know what I mean? But good things, not bad things. At least for me. I want to say for Bob as well, but it's Bob. You know, I'm not going to ever say that. So, life's big now. Good.
What is good about the eternal struggle?
See it there?
No, tell me. No, like all right, we're watching.
Sisyphus.
We're watching animal videos out there, and I think Joey was like, "Yo, these animals don't have shit to do." I was like, "Yeah, they just get up,
No,
eat
they do.
shit,
They-
fuck, and sleep.
But they have something very important
All
to
they
do.
have to do is survive.
Boom.
But we have to do that. But we have to work too.
Yeah, we introduced money and really fucked it up. You did say something the other day that really made it click in my brain when you're like, it was a joke you were saying, and the orangutan looked at the human and said, "You have to pay to be here."
Yeah, we are the only species that pay to exist.
It's like, yo, I hate you for that.
Out of the hundreds, thousands, millions, whatever number of species there are, we're the only one that pays to live here. And what benefit do we gain from that? Nothing, because all the others can still fuck us up. Literally, down to the viruses.
We are currently sitting in my home recording a podcast. That's definitely a benefit. We don't have to be outside in the tree anymore. Big benefit, bro, God. I don't want to be in
You
the tree.
don't know that. You never lived in the tree.
Would-
you
would
don't
you
know what
want
it
to?
was like.
Would you want to?
I don't know if I was a monkey, if I was a pre-human, yes.
Okay, but you, modern man,
Modern
Bob,
man, I don't know. I don't know what evolution would have been like.
No.
What if we didn't develop the brain capacity?
I mean, have you ever seen that thing where they do, I think it's a memory exercise with the chimps, where they basically show like...
Microphone.
Oh, sorry. They show numbers 1 through 9 and then blank it out really quickly. And the chimps, if they hit it in the correct order, 1 through 9, then they get a little...
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Right? And so people, I think in the comments when I was looking at it, were saying that one of the trade-offs is that, we got language and whatever capacities that we do get, but we lost like that level of short-term memory, for example.
Fair. Yes. Yeah. So, but I don't know. What if
Smoke a
we
little weed,
stopped
it
at
comes right back.
Neanderthal?
Smoke a little weed, comes right back.
What if we had stopped at Neanderthal and we still lived in caves? That would have been the best we know. So.
I see you that and I raise you on. And this is something I was talking about with Joy the other day. If nature had to set up the sex drive the way it is, like in terms of women being able to have multiple orgasms and they last longer versus men with the one, and then generally they have the refractory period. If men did not have that refractory period, and
We'd overpopulate and die.
Didn't even overpopulate. I took it. I took it this way. Technology wouldn't reach where it is right now.
Oh fuck no! We'd spend all the time fucking.
Technology would not reach where it reach right
Not
now,
even fucking.
man.
Just backing with face. Yo, you give a man 5 uninterrupted minutes at home by himself, Eat that, Man will be scratching him balls and be like, nobody's here? All right, might as
5
well.
minutes. 5 minutes are going on.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? So imagine we could just keep coming.
Technology wouldn't get to where it is right now. Civilization, art, all them things there, we wouldn't reach here.
Because I remember I was saying about something there.
We'd have plateaued somewhere in somewhere around the wheel.
Remember telling you the story about backing off the fist?
What?
something about, remember I was telling you about the person who found the person backing off them fists?
Oh yeah.
So this person I know has a teenage son who is backing off him fist.
Her words exactly.
Her exact words, backing off him fist. She has discovered this, she's disgusted. She's a woman. She obviously never backed off her fist.
That's like 80% of a teenage boys
I had to tell her, I was like, yo, that normal bad. Like,
normal bad. I don't even get
we don't grow out of it.
So was she disgusted by the act, or was she disgusted by
No, what
whatever
she-
he was watching?
No. Finding the socks.
I never understood that.
That's a white boy thing, and I'm sure he picked that up from the internet.
I never understood the wait.
Because it's going to be
hold-
crusty and tough.
No,
like-
but
So
no,
here's the
hold
thing,
on,
why the
hold on.
sock? Because the
Excuse
sock
me.
is not particularly
I don't know. Apparently, you
Excuse
put
me,
it out.
miss,
I don't.
miss.
I assume you put it over the member.
Okay, so that herein lies my question.
I guess it's for them circumcised white boys.
It's the mechanism of utilizing the sock. You put it over said phallus and then manipulate it.
I don't know. I
Or
never
do
did
you
that.
utilize the sock? And I'm just asking the next the question. Maybe somebody who listens will know.
But that's what I'm saying.
People who listen via audio, by the way, you guys can comment too. But also, if you're watching this, comment below and let us know if you know the answer to this. So, do you like put it over and then start the act, or is it a towards the end
So
kind of
that's
thing?
what I was saying. I think it's for the circumcised white boys.
But what does?
You don't have the skin to do the jerky, so you just put on
Oh, so you're saying they have to add additional friction?
something that moves.
Yeah, but why would you use a sock of all things? Is the question.
It easy and it fit. I don't know. I've never done this. I'm
Easy
literally
and
just throwing ideas.
Shape appropriate, you
Yeah.
see.
I don't know. This is what the internet says people do. I don't know if it happens in real life. Apparently it does.
So then, for people who are circumcised,
You have your hand.
well, yes, but
I mean,
what I mean is, like-
uncircumcised. If you have the skin, you just rub that
no,
shit.
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So for people who are circumcised, they say need to create the friction.
Then you something to
Don't they
move.
also use like lotion or something?
You can do that as well.
So you're telling me
I love how
that?
Bob is
But
the
then when
backfist
you're
knowledge.
not, it's going to be everywhere.
You
So
have
I-
all the backfist knowledge, you realize?
Me?
They were just shooting the questions.
No, because, yo,
I don't understand this sock business. man.
Bro.
I don't understand either, but I have unfortunately put thought into it. Why the fuck would you put a sock over your dick?
Wipe up, I guess, most of it.
Yeah, but just as you said, do it closer to the end then.
Slide forward so you don't always have it.
But any which way, you still have a crusty sock at the end of the day. Are you going to use back said crusty sock? No, tough and like it going to scrape you.
So she was disgusted by the socks mostly.
Yeah.
Was that just because she had to
I just
touch
thought
it
of her
and
cleaning
first
up.
question.
Right, and so reckoning with the fact that she's holding it right.
Yeah,
I think that's
why
probably-
is this sock like? Oh, yeah, basically the
I just
realization.
thought of a really gross question.
So she's like him probably in him room just backing off him fist all the time. And when she said it to me, I was like, yeah, probably.
I mean,
He's 15. That's
Yeah, that's
what we do.
did you tell her that, like, listen, every time you leave the house and he realizes he's home alone, straight back upstairs?
Yeah.
Like, he could be starving and
No,
he
I
come
never
back.
said. I never said it explicitly,
Bruh.
but I was like, "Yo, you give a teenager a
I'ma
couple
tell you something.
in uninterrupted minutes, and it's over."
Let me
So
tell
did
you
she,
something.
did she
Let me
pose the
tell
same
you.
question to
Hold on,
the
but-
I'm
child's
sure she
father?
didn't.
Man,
I don't know.
Let me tell you something, parents.
I doubt that.
Every time
Oh, where did it come out
you
from that?
leave the house for any more than 10 minutes,
Your teenage son is backing him fist.
pretty
Just so
much,
you know.
Pretty much. A nigga could have come down the stairs starving, reach in the kitchen, realize no one's home.
Nobody
and
there
right
grabs
back
a slice
upstairs.
of cheese out the fridge, back upstairs.
Yeah. No, it's true. They're very disgusting creatures.
Yeah.
Listen, from the time men figure out that they can do that to the time they die, pretty sure it never stops.
BT dubs, the slice of cheese is in no way related to the sexual activity.
Oh, no, it's just
but you
food.
came downstairs hungry, you open the fridge, and you're like, wait, nobody's here? What can I just grab right quick so I can make it back upstairs?
I didn't even think of that.
I'm just saying, though, I don't want people correlating cheese with backing your fist.
I'm sure there's that thing out there.
More than likely.
Yeah,
a
we actually-
cheesosexual.
We actually have topics for the pod tonight, you know.
A cheesosexual.
Cheesosexual.
I'm
I
sure.
want to Google that, but I'm not gonna.
You have people who are sexually attracted to cars.
Yep. Yeah.
There was
Yeah,
a
you do.
guy who got married to his car.
On 1,000 Ways to Die, one dude burned his pecker on a car and
Yeah,
it
fucking
got
the muffler.
infected. And then he...
Cubes reflexive. You grab
It's just like,
yeah,
my
I
dick,
can
nigga.
I can empathize.
How is he even fucking the muffler is the question.
because he was horny for the car.
No, but what I mean, I'm
Where
talking
else
about
you
the
going for-
size and shape of the muffler.
Where else you going to fuck the car?
That's not what...
No, you are asking a question. Me have a different question.
That's a pretty good... That's a pretty fair question.
Since you
Stuart.
want to know that.
That's a pretty
right?
fair question.
I want to know this. Where else would you fuck a
That's
car?
a
but
pretty
not
I'm
for
fair
saying
muffins?
that there are other options for wear. What I'm asking is the experience.
I don't have an answer for your question. I require an answer for my question.
The
I
seat.
don't have one.
Between the seats?
Between
like
the seats.
I guess.
I've heard of people like fucking the couch and
So-
using the,
That's
Yeah,
using the
yes.
cushion.
Similar. Okay.
What you just say?
I said that I have heard of.
I thought you said that you have done. I was going to say,
No,
do
no,
tell.
no, 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 no.
I mean, if you don't
I
have a
never-
mount for your flashlight,
I
you
have
can
a-
always just stick it in the couch, I guess.
The fabric thing.
They're the
concerns
man.
me. You get
I
that?
never-
That's
no,
why
no,
you-
that
The
makes
flashlight.
sense.
So you get a flashlight, you just
stick
mount
it
it.
in the couch?
Yeah, there you go. Fuck your flashlight.
I have a question.
You can buy mounts for them. They
I
sell
have a
wall
question for
mounts.
the
I've
class.
seen the mounts that are just like the ass, and it's a
Me,
little
miss.
bit disturbing.
I have a question for the class.
Very.
Yes.
I also, if you can fuck those things, you can fuck dead bodies. I firmly believe that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
please.
I got a
don't
question.
be fucking sex dolls.
Yeah, it's just really weird. Anyway, I got
Human
a
interaction is necessary.
Fam, don't get rid of it yet. Anyway. So, Pre, right? Here's my question to the class. How comes we, and I'm just throwing this blanket out there because let's see if you agree with me or not. Chicks with a couple sex toys, it's pretty hot. A dude with a couple sex toys, like flashlights and stuff, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why is that the reflex?
Because most male sex toys is a batty business. Saying this completely non-judgmentally, by the way.
I was.
I'm sure this is a statistical fact that most male sex toys involve a little bit of batty business.
So my theory on that is because there's plenty of people who probably want to fuck their girlfriend in the ass, and the girlfriend won't let them, so they buy the toy to simulate what they're not getting.
No, but they're also putting stuff in their butts. Most male sex toys involve stuff going
You mean
in
like a
your
butt plug.
Prostate play
prostate stuff. Yeah, because
Right.
I mean,
I saw one of those ones.
what? What do you mean?
Like the act of.
No.
I'm saying, yeah. Please
Okay, I'll clarify.
qualify
Sure.
your statement.
So we're recording a podcast for one of Boy Things podcast ones. He recorded at Fetish
sex shop.
Secrets,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
new place. It's a store that sells adult toys and stuff like that. So anyway, walking around looking at the store, past the flashlight section, of course, past the dildo section, got to it looked like
Alien tentacle.
no, you know the fancy at sign. What's it called?
Ampersand.
Boom, looked like that, but the N extended a bit, and it had like the other part had like a button, and it had 7-in-1 vibration functions, and my brain just went what?
Different speeds.
But then like you know how usually your mind sees something and you continue thinking. I cement wall was hit there. First time in my life that happened where I was like,
what
nah,
the
I need to
fuck
know no
is
more.
Not
I
thinking
was
about
kept-
it.
I just kept it moving.
But so
dog.
yes, so that's my theory is that one, a lot of male sex toys are targeted to probably the homosexual community. So that that would automatically take it to a negative correlation for the majority of the world.
I agree. The other thing I would say is that given how people talk about the objectification of women and how a lot of men just see women simply as sex objects.
That was my
it
thought.
can
To have
probably be-
actual sex
right,
objects.
It's probably a little bit disturbing
Yeah.
to know that somebody is
Fucking a
willing
fake
to go
ass.
to the lengths of doing that just to have
Buying
sex
a latex
object.
butt to have
Okay,
sex with it.
I had another answer. Man, we have 3 different thoughts here. So my thought was, we as a society, men, generally, find a sexual woman like that hot dog. So like a girl with sex toys, obviously she playing with herself.
And a sexual man is a loser.
Yo, that hot. But a dude who has a bunch of sex toys at home, like flashlights, stuff like that, is like, dog,
Spending all him time.
Dog,
backing
look
off
at girl,
in
no
face.
man. Yeah, talking about back off your face all the time. So
Yeah.
I think it's like from a that standpoint.
Fair.
You know,
It
more
could
than
be- it's
likely
probably a
all
mix of
3.
all 3. Yeah.
Yeah, more likely it's all 3. More than likely. But yeah, like I said, we actually do have topics for the
Get
pod.
your sex toys though, guys. if you want, if that's
I
your
think
thing.
the ones that really weird me out are the ones that this is shaped to like this porn star's vagina.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't know how you obtain that information.
That's not.
And that's
I
one
mean,
of those.
I know
like-
how.
they do literal
It-
moles.
Not of the cavity. Is
No, it's just the
is the cavity
face.
Stuart
No,
asking
it's a
about?
cavity.
Oh no,
No,
the
no.
cavity is just different shapes.
Yeah, is a.
That's why I'm like,
Yeah,
It's just the face of it that's molded off of the porn star.
the
and then the
idea
cavity
that
is
they
their
actually had
patterns.
They
that-
do it for male porn stars as well. You can buy specific male porn star dildos.
what's gross is that you can buy
And you can buy ones to make.
you
it
can
at
buy
home.
all the holes. That's what's pretty like.
You can make your dick into a dildo, guys. There are.
Oh,
at
yeah,
home
yeah.
I have a story about that.
Please,
actually.
whoa,
Hold on, do tell.
please
So-
dive in.
Somebody who was in my sister a cappella group in college, her boyfriend
Listen to that, babe.
apparently, one like Valentine's Day or birthday or something, like made a cast of his dick and gave it to her. And from what I gather,
Did she say thank you?
I don't know. I wasn't there, but she didn't seem particularly enthused either. And I'm like,
Damn.
I'm just wondering for the boyfriend, like, how do you feel about that? You
One
know?
day.
She's not excited about having your fake penis. So maybe she's not excited
You
about
can have
the
me
real
when
thing.
you're gone. No, I don't.
I'm not trying
I don't
to,
think,
like,
I don't think that's all that.
No, I'm just saying that's probably what was going through his mind. Or just
You know the
having
things
her
that,
not
don't make
enthused.
any sense, but
Like
still,
asking your partner how many men she slept with. Yeah.
No, that's
Don't
like-
ask that.
Don't ask questions you don't want answers
Don't
to.
ask questions
Do
you
not
that
ask
you
questions
can
don't
hurt
want.
yourself.
Don't
for the time.
ask if his dick was bigger.
Don't ask questions that you know going to hurt you if you hear the answer. All right.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Go on one though. Just go on one.
Save
though.
yourself.
Every other day, I feel like, not every other day, but like once a week on our TIFU, you get one of those. I
Yeah,
feel.
man. Yeah,
It's
man.
like, I asked my partner this and now I'm depressed. Or,
Why'd you do that? Shoulda-
Don't ask it.
Don't tickle the box. All right, yo.
Tickle
So
the
I saw.
box. I would like to tickle some box.
So I saw a link earlier, and I immediately saved that. Like, so that's one of the topics we'll have to talk about.
tickling boxes?
No.
Okay.
7 unusual cultures around the world. That's definitely right up our alley, and lends itself to a lot of tangential stuff.
unusual cultures according to
That's what we're about to find out, my friend. Definitely. I mean,
And everything's unusual to the hollow people.
nah, actually, this is .ng.
The Netherlands.
No,
.ng.
let me check.
.ng's no, NT's the Netherlands.
I thought so.
Fuck is NG? New Guinea.
What, my?
They have the most diverse like cultural makeup of any country on the planet. Papua New Guinea.
they have like 500
That-
languages or
Nigeria.
dialects or-
Oh, NG. That makes sense.
Nigeria is internet country code
Niger.
top level domain for
Niger.
Nigeria.
Niger.
All right, so unusual to them from that point of view. Number 1, Walking Dead. Definitely gonna butcher this
Zombies.
name. The
Is it the
you
people
know,
in
you
India?
butcher that name.
Is it the people in India?
I'll butcher
Oh
the
no!
next
Oh
one.
yeah! Yeah. Oh no! I know these people. The Toraja people of Indonesia.
I was gonna butcher
They
that.
put the bodies in a temporary coffin before resurrecting the body. Yeah, they have.
Do tell, 'cause
and
you said you know.
They dress them up according to their religious beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
The deceased person, in order for the deceased person to reach the afterlife, their corpse must be returned to the place of their birth for burial. So they raise the corpse from the dead, that's from the temporary coffin, and then
Mm-hmm.
walk it to its new resting place. But they dress up the corpse in the best
So-
clothes and all of that, and the family carries it.
Is the corpse already preserved at this
Oh.
point? Or
It's
did they not-
desiccated. See that picture there?
From baby
Show
throwing.
cues.
There you go.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
From baby throwing to living with dead bodies, below is a list of jaw-dropping cultures from
But
around
can
the
I?
globe.
Here's a tangent on the dead people thing, though. There is so you guys would know mad cow disease. Mad cow
Yes.
disease is a prion disease. That means prions are specific proteins that make up different parts of your body. A lot of it in your brain. When they start unfolding, shit start going awry. So when what they used to do in the cattle industry, and they probably still do in certain places, they grind up the sick cows into the cattle feed it back to the main herd, and then they spread spongiform encephalopathy. That's the proper name for mad cow disease.
Right.
And
So your
we
brain
humans,
looks like Swiss cheese.
yes,
if that
your
happens
brain
to you.
turns into a sponge. Hence spongiform encephalopathy.
Yuck.
We humans can get mad cow disease in that we can get the prion disease from eating ourselves. So there are I think
Brain
there are
tissue.
only like 7 they're
brain tissue
yeah.
specifically.
Yeah, but no, the whole body, but it's the prions are concentrated in brain tissue. But there are less than 10 species that science knows of that cannot cannibalize itself because of the prion thing. But there is a tribe in Papua New Guinea. Apparently, tribe is an offensive term. So there's a group of people living in Papua New Guinea who used to practice something called funerary cannibalism.
Where they would eat the
They would eat the dead person
Okay,
at the funeral.
that would allow their spirit to leave.
That would allow the spirit to move on to the afterlife.
Is this like Jakob Creutzfeldt's disease or whatever it is?
Kuru.
Oh, that, yes.
Yeah, kuru,
You're-
the laughing disease. So literally their brains, because of the eating the prions from eating the dead bodies, their prions would start unfolding and they would start getting mad cow disease basically, but in humans. And one of the symptoms was that they would just sit down shaking and laughing
Until they drop dead.
until they drop dead. So they called it kuru, the laughing disease. But yeah, so there's a lot of strange
Terrible, awful ways to die out
rituals.
there.
Yeah, no, there's
I'm sure we're
around
gonna go
dead
through a couple
people.
of them.
There's another Indonesian tribe. It's probably the Toraja people I'm thinking of. They bury them up on the hillside in the temporary coffins, and like the whole village can see all the dead bodies up on the hillside because they still venerate. It's like I was reading an article about Aboriginal people on BBC, and it had a warning that this may be upsetting to Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander viewers because it contains images of people who have died. So apparently, in their culture, you're not. Once a person dies, obviously they never had cameras or nothing like that to record an image. Once the person dies, they're gone. So seeing them is like an affront to them dying. Yeah, it's so there's
Seeing
cultures, bro.
Yeah. Mom says, come home.
10 o'clock and a strange number is calling me.
A chopper line.
And then they hang up. Yeah, it's the wrong number,
It's
buddy.
a chopper line. All right. Let's go on to the next one. Living with dead. Can you imagine yourself living with dead bodies?
No.
Well, it's very... It's a very common practice for some ethnic groups in Indonesia to wrap up the deceased in special garbs and keep it
them
safe in the house where they live. It's believed that the souls of their loved ones will be preserved until burial.
So that's not a permanent thing. That's just they
Like
have
until
it in the
burial.
house. Okay.
can spin?
Yeah.
I need it. Come on.
We'll chop right back. Camera still recording? I need a monitor.
Yes, it says rec.
Cool. I need a monitor.
We've done 20 minutes.
Mind. Yeah, 20 minutes fly. May I hit that shit? I love how our women all like despise this but humors.
Because we humor so much.
They're champs.
So,
Wait.
yeah, what you were saying about living with the dead people.
And we're back. Free air for all.
Yo.
Yeah.
The warmth was overwhelming.
Yeah, living with dead people. Is there anything else we wanted to, or we move on to the next one?
Move on to the next
'Cause
one.
the next
I
one-
touched on that's another Indonesian thing. So that's what I say. Like, especially down there with all the great distances between the islands. And there's a lot of cultural
Throwing
differentiation.
babies. Shall I go on?
How many dead babies does it take to paint a barn?
No. depends on how hard you throw them. Anyway, it's common practice for the people in Solapur, in the Solapur village of India, to toss newborn babies off from the terrace of a 50-foot tower. There are people at the foot of the tower
catch
holding
them?
sheets to catch the baby safely. It's believed that this gives their child good luck, a long and healthy life.
Well, if you survive that,
Is the
you'll
Dog.
survive anything. Yeah?
Dog. But like, what happened if you miss?
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it worth
What
it?
happened if the sheet tear?
Here is the dark side of that.
What happened if the sheet tear?
They have enough people.
Brother.
If you're offended, I'm sorry. Go fuck yourself.
Funny as hell.
That's dark humor. Get used to it, guys.
Seriously though, like how much?
Seriously, they do have enough people. That's where you're going.
Seriously, how highly do you have to value luck, whatever that means culturally, to be willing to hurl your child off of a like? How long have they been doing this? Because they didn't always have 50-story buildings.
answer
I'm
that.
assuming.
I will
So did they
ans-
just like throw them off mountains before?
I'll answer that
How do you
with-
account for like the angles of the?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
I
answering
ain't
with
tossing
one
my
word.
kid off.
Karma.
You mean?
He wants to know how important luck is. This is an Indian village. Karma is a core concept in Hinduism, the main religion there. So it
Makes
is
sense.
extremely important to them to have good karma and or luck in life.
Makes sense.
That's why I feel like, presenting
yo,
it
that
as
does
good
make
luck
sense.
here is like somewhat inaccurate because it makes it just seem like, why are
It's
these
more
stupid
karma
people
than
doing
luck,
this thing,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is probably on purpose by the writer, but
Journalists know what they're doing, man.
no, they do.
Gets us talking, Carrying women, carrying women on hot coals. In Chinese culture, a husband should carry his bride over a pan of burning coals before entering their home for the very first time. Myth says that this strange custom is performed to ensure she will have a safe, easy, and successful labor. Why am I reading it like that?
So are they walking on the coals barefoot?
Yeah.
I mean,
How,
you can do
how
that.
big of a pan are we talking?
Yeah, you have to run quick.
You can do that. Coal walking is a thing that's been around for centuries.
It is. I'm just wondering literally like how long are we talking about, like the length of the table, or are we talking about a literal pan that you have to stand in for like 10
Tell you
seconds?
about why people jump broom when them get married. People just do strange things.
Yeah, hold on. Do we actually? Why is that?
Yeah,
oh wait, hold on.
actually-
It's because I think I know the reason for that, but let me.
You said jump in the broom?
Jump in the broom. That's a thing.
I'm pretty
like
sure I know the reason for
I think Southern Black Americans just think that's where it originated. When you get married, you would literally jump over a broom.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
There was a movie called Jump in the Broom.
Yeah, all right, I was right. All right, so during slavery in the United States, brooms were readily available to the enslaved and could be used in wedding ceremonies. Enslaved people would jump over a broom to marry since they could not legally wed. Other people argue that slave owners would force them to get married in that manner. So, wedding.
Yeah, but why? Literally, what does jumping over the broom signify? That did not answer a fucking thing.
It's like putting on the ring. What are you talking about? It's in place of putting
on the ring so we can jump over a broom.
That's what they had, so that's what they did.
Well, fuck it. The Greeks
It's in place of the wedding ceremony.
crockery, so who knows?
I think I meant to Google why they did that. I saw that the other day too.
Breaking of the plates?
Yeah.
The Greeks break crockery, so
Yeah.
everybody has the thing. In the Middle East, them fire a whole heap of gunshot.
Bro, it's so sick to see.
Every celebration requires a full clip, you know?
The Greeks believe a joyous occasion or celebration also attracts evil spirits, and to ward it off, plates are smashed to indicate such a violent and aggressive act means no celebration can take place anywhere near. Dopey.
Basically.
Dopey. Everybody have them fair dopey, you know. Every single
As I'm
culture.
saying, in Jamaica, when you're coming home late from a party, or no, it's where when you're coming home from a
dead
funeral,
yard.
from a dead yard, yeah. When you reach your door, you must turn around and walk in back way. You must look the dopey in him eye so that him don't follow you inside. Apparently,
Either that or dash salt. Because the dopey have to stop and count every grain of salt before him can keep bothering you.
yeah.
You gotta leave people alone, man. Hanging coffins.
Why are all these about death?
Yeah, because that was nowhere in the title.
These are all
All right, man. You can witness the countless suspended artifacts and occult phenomena on the chillingly steep cliffs of the Yangtze River in China.
Yeah.
Yangst?
No.
Oh, my teen Yangst.
Oh, my teen Yanks. Some cultures in China bury their family members and hang them over some cliffs after death. Coffins are generally hung 33 to 164 feet high, and some even as high as 328 feet above ground. It's still not known for sure how the
you're close
coffins
up to
are
heaven.
placed at such great heights. Records of hanging the coffins date back almost 2,000 years.
Closer to
Origin
the gods,
is
bro.
not sure.
Closer to the gods.
That's
Closer, my God, to thee.
a who, but all right.
Who thought of that?
How?
How what? How them get it up there?
Yeah.
Determination, bro. Fuck you mean? No, like big man, like yo, big man thing, right? Throughout human history, how was anything done before modern technology and machinery?
Slavery. Get shit
Outside of slavery.
done. Get shit done.
Pure
bro.
determination, because fun fact, guys, it wasn't slaves that built the pyramids, because the Israelites were never enslaved in Egypt. That was a lie made up by the Bible. Here you go.
I used to have a shirt with the 3 pyramids. That
Says slavery get shit done. It does, no doubt.
That's dark.
But the pyramids
true.
weren't built by slaves. They were built by labor, like determination, like
Skilled labor.
yeah.
I feel like I've read accounts about how the laborers were depicted that indicated they were of certain status. or
Yeah, because
working
there were
certain
architects and engineers. Man have to work out the size of the block. Those things are standing 3,000 years later. And up here, build up that in already.
Apparently, they used to be painted
without
too, didn't
cement.
They were covered in limestone blocks.
Right, so they would
they
shine in the sun.
reflected
Yeah.
white. And then some of them had like the biggest one I think had like one of the
Cork
ones
at
at
the top.
Giza had like metal, some kind of metal.
It's cork at the top, so when like moonlight would hit it, it
Mm-hmm.
would shine through, refract off the inside, and illuminate off.
Yeah.
So it would illuminate the sky, thus turning night into day.
Yeah.
And part of the
Slaves
meaning of
never did
Pharaoh.
that, but-
He who turned night into day kind of vibe.
That was skilled craftsmanship.
Yeah.
And so what did they do to
They
build that?
built the
Pure
pyramids without-
determination.
Cement.
Yeah. And it's still there.
Good luck getting that done today. It's madness, man. I tell you, species with amnesia. Graham Hancock was right. Why fame name?
It's not that. We're self-limiting that. We'll just keep fucking
Or
ourselves up. And
Doesn't
then-
that play into the concept of being a species with amnesia?
I mean, it could. I guess the self-limiting is the reason for the
For the
amnesia.
amnesia, yeah.
I guess fair.
It's a cycle, you see.
Yeah, we
It's
have
all a circle.
you have shit like the Antikythera mechanism. what's the name of that Aztec god? Quetzalcoatl, who was
I
described.
know that name. What does that mean?
That's the Aztec god, the main god of the Aztecs.
Okay. Oh yeah. I clicked.
Quetzalcoatl.
I clicked.
He was described in their texts as a tall white man with blonde hair and blue eyes. So there are theories that the Europeans made it to Central America before Columbus.
Oh yeah.
And the whole thing, remember when when Columbus and when the Spanish came, and nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition, when the Spanish came and the natives saw them on the ships, they're like these big flying things because of the sails, that Quetzalcoatl is a flying god, a flying serpent.
This just makes me think of what was that movie, The Road to El Dorado?
Fire film. And that girl, what was her name? Chell?
I see immediately in my brain. And that's amazing.
Hopefully she was legal.
That's amazing. I thought it and Bob heard it and
Probably
said
not based on the context of the movie.
I thought it. Bob heard it and said it.
That
That's
reminds me of that
amazing.
meme that was on, like, why do you like thick thighs so much? And then the pictures there are
Because they
all,
save
like,
lives.
that
What are you
girl,
talking
like
about?
Lilo's older sister. Like,
Nani?
Brother.
Yes.
All right. Here's
Hold
another
on, wait, no, I'm thinking about thick
thighs saving lives.
thick thighs in that have brought me up.
Miss
And,
Incredible.
and
Mrs.
that-
Incredible.
that was actually she was in the
Dexter's
meme as well.
mom.
Brother.
Bro, Dexter's fucking mom, man. What the fuck you mean?
My word.
That
with them yellow
what
gloves.
on?
Mine.
The what?
Yo, you know why Dexter's dad was so chill, bro. God, what you thought?
What do you mean? What? Man is beating that.
Man, she was always in the kitchen too, no dog.
Cleaning up. Yeah, but yeah. All right, so moving on.
Yo. All right, yeah, a non-death related one. Bullet ant gloves of
Oh,
the.
yes, I have.
I
heard
know
of
this one.
There we go. As do I.
Them crazy South Americans.
What was the guy's name who went around and had, like, you know, the world's most painful or like
Freaking shoot.
Like
Gonna
wild
remember his
nature or
name in a
something like that.
second. Let me just Google that. I have the internet in front
I
of
don't
me.
remember, but I watched the show, but I don't remember.
Yeah, where he just went around and got stung by all the most painful things.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Like he
Guy
took a
who
bullet
gets stung a lot.
Guy who gets stung by bullet and for fun.
Brave Wilderness is the name of the
Yes, there it
page.
is.
Yeah,
He gets stung for the fuck of it.
it couldn't pay me enough, you know.
The
I
way
am-
man just like his face
An
is just
ant?
contorted in
Hold on. Let me read it out. When the boys of this Amazonian tribe come of age, they must prove their manhood in a right in a tradition that's torturous
Bon
and
Bun off.
hate our
brother.
culture sometimes. I love us. In
Them
a
have to prove manhood. bun
yeah,
off,
there you go.
brother.
They must prove their manhood in a tradition that's torturous and terrifying. The young men trap bullet ants, which are then drugged by a medicine man who places the deadly creatures into woven mitts. It's said that the sting of a bullet ant can be compared to a bullet hitting the flesh. The young men then have to wear the mitts on their hands and dance for 10 minutes to to take their minds off the pain. These men have to go through this ritual
your
at
minds
least
off the
20 times in their lifetime.
I'm just thinking about what your hands look like after that.
Death.
And all the toxins in your body.
You sick for a little while. What are you talking about? Yeah, if you're dead, yeah, no, man. Be a man.
How do we prove ourselves as men in Western culture?
Money.
There you go.
Be a man.
Get money.
Dollar bill, yeah.
Straight. Straight. What's next?
What's next? Bathroom ban after marriage.
Excuse me?
Newlywed couples of the Tidong community in Indonesia
Amnesians back in the game.
are prohibited from using the washroom for 3 days after marriage. Breaking the rules of observation was being bad luck in their marriage life, like stillbirth and death. The relatives of the couple supervised them over the 3 days, after
make sure
which
them
they
not use the
bathed
bathroom.
and making answer their calls of nature. Oh,
So
wait,
for
so
three-
them care for wallet for trip. Boy.
No. So are they also fasting?
Must be, brother. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, so like when they said washroom, I don't know. My brain just like, all right, cool. Yeah, you're not
Nah,
really-
go be.
But my brain just blocked out though.
Didn't that one
The fact that you
like
need to piss
die
and
from
Holding her pee.
for a
Hold your
week?
wee for a wee. She drank too much water.
Dude,
Right.
what?
And so I'm thinking if they're
She held their
fasting-
wee for a week.
There was a radio
No, no.
competition. That's like you could drink. Whoever could hold their pee the longest would win a Wii. When the Wii just came out,
A Nintendo Wii.
a Nintendo Wii. Yes,
So
sir.
we're talking about Wii, so
And then a woman died because of water toxicity. Basically, she diluted her bloodstream too much.
how much did Nintendo pay out?
Nintendo. The company who only spends money to crush fan creations of its products.
Long live emulators.
If Nintendo got their hands on it, Visual Boy, just fuck it all.
Wow. Okay.
What's
Penis
next?
Festival of Japan,
Okay.
better known as. Here's where my anime.
Don't they have a penis park in
Here's
Japan?
where- probably. Here's where my anime comes in
I
handy.
think they have a penis park.
Kanamara Matsuri devotees carry carry a large sculpture in the shape of a penis and parade through the streets of Kawasaki in Japan. It's said that a demoness with vaginal teeth seduced men to their deaths until temple priests use a metal dick to destroy her deadly secret weapon. Several sex workers take part in this festival to pray for good health and protection against STDs.
Yeah, no.
Where are you with that?
So penis park
Trying
is
to forget
actually
that Teeth is a movie that's exists.
Bomba teeth, yo.
Trying to
I
forget
won't even
that.
lie. All right, cool. When Martin first heard about teeth, he was a young, impressionable virgin. I was a little creeped out by it, like a little more than I should.
vagina dentata.
A little. Chomp chomp. Did you find the wiener part?
Fun fact: penis park is not in Japan.
Okay.
It's in South Korea.
I thought you were going to say it's
Right across the wall.
A penis in the park.
Penis in the park. So here are some of the sculptures.
Wow.
Okay, so it's not actually just penises.
But it's things that look like penises.
Yes.
Peni.
Yeah, remember when you used to like get a rented
Penii.
textbook?
Peni.
Yeah, remember when you used to get a rented textbook or like a book from the library in high school and there would always be dick somewhere drowned in the page? Why?
Always.
Why?
No, I know that. You know, remember how the chair them used to have penis drop on the chair them.
Yeah,
Someone that sit down for
my
body.
buddy.
Jesus Christ. Growing up in a homophobic society is a hell of a thing, you know, man.
Yo, why did people always draw dicks on things?
I
Why
don't
was
know,
it
and it's
dicks?
been like
Because we're men. Dicks are the only thing important to us as a culture. The culture of manhood. Hood.
Why for that? Why for that?
Why are rockets shaped like dicks?
Go fuck it.
It's not aerodynamic. It's because we will have to have the biggest rocket to have the biggest dick.
you remember that joke in Austin Powers where they kept cutting from scene to scene
Yep.
different euphemisms
Johnson.
for penis? It looks, oh my god, that's a giant Johnson. What is that over there? I don't know, sir.
It looks like a.
Get
It looks
your
like
wieners
a. Oh my god! It looks like a giant private. Get on, give me 10. And I was like, what's that? It looks like a giant
pair of melons. Get your juicy melons.
Dog.
Yo, Austin Powers was
Dick jokes.
Never not
and
be
fart
funny.
jokes.
Never not be funny.
Will always.
Even
score
fart
points.
jokes, just farting.
Yeah, but farting in and of itself is funny to men, and we don't know why, and we can't stop it. It's just a part of us. You ain't never played the fart game?
We're back to one about death.
Of course.
Okay. Famadi Hana, Madagascar. Death is a time of sorrow and silence, even if it means visiting the grave of a loved one who passed away years ago. Not in the hottest plateau of Madagascar. Wow.
You can't pronounce Malagasy.
No, I'm sorry. I was just like, wow. All right, because July and September witnesses the customs of Famadi Hana. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. The turning of the dead involves exhuming the remains of the deceased relatives and rewrapping their bones in fresh cloth. Relatives also take time to ask their dead ancestors for blessing and things they might need in the world of the living. While this is not spooky, of course it is, it's described by many travelers as more of a party with plenty of rum to go around. Some revelers dance to the tunes from the accordion along with the remains of the dead.
I
I
mean,
don't think I necessarily want my great grandchildren dancing around with like my femurs in their hands.
You know what I mean? Like, leave me alone.
Right, like
I was
let
tired.
me rest in peace.
Nigga, I was
or in
tired.
pieces,
Yeah,
like,
please,
just, like,
for
at
shit.
least leave the pieces alone.
Bruh, do you never get rest? Never? You have to always? Leave me alone.
But I'm surprised they don't have like sky burials on that.
I'm still going through.
Since everything on that is about death. But I think the sky burials is like a man there who live in the steppes of Mongolia and them thing there. Up in them high mountain range and them thing there. They will just leave your body for the birds.
Tooth filing.
You'd be buried they'd cut your body up and throw you to the
Incan
birds.
Aztec,
Yeah, no.
No, that's Indonesia again, I think. Bali. Balinese. Yeah, Bali's in Indonesia.
Tooth filing, Bali. Well, most of us file our nails. Balinese men and women have their teeth filed in preparation for marriage. Smooth teeth are symbolic of control of sinful emotions like lust, greed, anger, and jealousy. These mark the passage into adulthood and is an extremely grueling and painful experience. No shit.
So they file down the canines and them thing there.
What you did?
For what? Bad man.
No, thank you.
Whoever have them thing for a reason here,
Yeah, they're useful.
them serve purpose.
All right, hold on. Since we evolved these things for a reason, they're useful and serve purpose. Is it that we had evolved to lose the back molars, which is why when the wisdoms come in, they come in impacted because they're not supposed to be there?
No, we evolved smaller jaws.
We did. Why?
Less so the shape of the head, the food that we eat, when we discovered fire, cooking food, was that something about basically when we stop crack bone, we never need strong jaw muscles anymore.
Okay, no,
so we didn't need anchor points for the muscles. So we needed less bone. Yeah.
The more you know. It's Mike's super short show.
There you go.
I love that. The Grey Wall Festival.
Grey wall.
A pageantry of beauty and talent is something that has been used to evaluate a woman's worth since time and immemorial.
Tis true.
Started out strong. However,
Coming out swinging.
in the Wadabi tribe, it's the men who have to be all prim and proper.
Why for that?
The courtship festival, known as Grey Wall, again, hope I pronounced that correctly, is where a man dress up in all their finery and appear in front of the women to show what they've got. They take part in a dance competition called the Yeke, where winners are chosen based on their overall good looks and dancing skills.
So they're birds of paradise.
Yeah. Man, them have to flaunt it down.
Yeah, cool.
What do you mean?
Cool. Birds of paradise. All right.
And there ends that topic. That's
There
pretty
we
fun.
go.
That's pretty fun. Can't even lie. Learned a lot. Shall we move on to the next
A lot
topic?
of weird shit happening with dead people.
Bro, with mine. We're right on topic with that then, because the next topic was, they shot someone in Japan.
They shot the former Prime Minister
Shinzo Abe.
All right, so for those of you who don't know why
Wet,
that's
wet.
so wild, right? It
Handguns
is
are
almost
illegal.
impossible to get a gun.
There is no civilian ownership of handguns in the entire country of Japan
You can't own shotguns.
for hunting. And
Dude.
you would have to live somewhere where you need to hunt.
Even getting that
So
really
like,
hard. and
yeah, like
really long.
northern
and
Japan.
you have to go through written tests, psychiatric tests, medical tests, long couple of years waiting list.
So this guy said,
went to
"Fuck
Prime
that," and
Minister
made
with
his
a
own.
homemade
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah.
3D
Wet
printed shit.
Homemade shotty.
Clam, pow.
2 pops. 2 barrels, 2 pops. That was it.
That's all you really need.
But like when I was it was last night I was here and I saw it on Twitter, I was like, what the fuck? Like I was genuinely stunned. Me as somebody who keeps up with global news and all the fucker that's happening in the world, I was genuinely shocked that
Yeah, he
somebody
was.
got shot in Japan.
The man stopped the whole par and everything like watching a movie. Someone got shot in Japan?
Yeah, like
I was like, that's how you know they're civilized.
they have
That
not
frightened
had a single gun murder this year until Shinzo Abe.
Go big or go home, I guess.
In the country of Japan, a country of like hundreds of millions of people.
Behavior. Manners.
Man said manners, they got the masculinity bombed out of them, you forget that.
True that. True that.
So there's that. They're also a kind of repressive society, so not really pruning for that. But Shinzo, so I never really feel that bad. I mean, I don't know the dog personally. Yes, the loss of life, all right, fine, but
All right, fine.
no, I don't know
You're
the
an
dog. I can't. I don't have enough empathy to give it to everybody who dies. What about all the people dying in Yemen from famine because of America and Russia fucking around in the proxy war? What about the people in Ukraine? What about the people in Syria?
What the
I
people
can't-
in Jamaica?
Exactly. I don't have that much empathy, bad. So Shinzo get wet, right? Shinzo never.
Appropriate, succinct. That's it's summarization.
You know exactly what happened. Shinzo get wet.
Papa.
Yeah. So Shinzo wet up, and then
Do I for that?
I know. That's true. Rephrase self-wise.
Raising.
Shinzo got wet, and it to like all I remember about his time as a prime minister was like everybody had a problem with him at some point. Like, he wasn't friends with everybody at no time. There was always somebody who had a serious issue with this dog. And the only thing I can remember about him, why I would have viewed him suspiciously, like, I know Japan is close to America, but he was really close. Like, he was trying to remilitarize Japan.
Was
in
he an
terms
Uncle
of-
Tom?
I think he was more of the like Japanese empire was the
like
shit.
he
Let's
was
do
trying to
that
bring.
again.
So the Japanese military is called the Japanese Self-Defense Force. They are constitutionally not allowed to deploy overseas except on like not peacekeeping. What name?
I was going to say peacekeeping.
Not peacekeeping.
That's an American
when you help
term.
a disaster situation.
Humanitarian.
Humanitarian
There we
relief.
go. That's the only time they can be deployed overseas. That's in the constitution that America made them, right?
I mean, hello.
So Shinzo was trying to change that and get the military to be a military again because of the pressure from China in that region. So that's the only thing I remember about it. And America was like, yo, you want to do this? Yeah, dog, let's go. Let's do this shit. Let's get some guns out there.
So what them was going to say?
Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of American imperialism or imperialism on a whole.
I was going to say, which one of the imperialisms do you like, my friend?
My personal one.
Yeah. I know.
Tis my castle.
Tis my land.
Tis my square. Do not encroach upon it.
I am king. See my lands?
Yes, I won't capture yours. Don't encroach upon mine. It's simple.
Fair.
Yeah.
Don't work that way, but fair.
No, but
Niggas gonna come get you.
that's why I'm okay with my imperialism. Everyone else's I have an issue with because they gonna come for my shit.
And my dictatorship would work, okay?
Yeah, for myself. Like, don't you remember Pretoria?
I was just about to say. I was literally just thinking about that episode.
Don't you remember Pretoria in Family
got
Guy?
a country. It didn't work for very long.
Because of American imperialism. Come
And
on.
also the fact that Chris was
Full
trying to get to
circle.
the moon climbing out of a tree. That probably didn't help either.
I mean,
Hey, man,
but it's
top,
right there.
Top scientist, bro. Top scientist.
It's right there.
Don't be such a Jerry. Pluto's a
And I
planet.
mean, to be fair, he invaded America, so he captured his neighbor's pool, so he did indeed encroach upon their square, and they came back.
Pretoria.
Pretoria.
Yeah, Family Guy is fire.
Yo,
You know that Seth MacFarlane actually went to the school that had a teacher?
really?
Yeah.
Word.
You could be in charge of creating the next set.
Please,
The derision. The derision.
Please, no, don't do that to me.
The derision.
Nah, he's probably an awful student
Seth?
for a teacher.
I'm sure he gave trouble.
I mean,
I'm positive.
He's probably doodling in the books instead of paying attention.
John
I've
Dix.
gathered that Family Guy itself was actually a big source of contention between him and a former headmaster of the school. So
Why?
Because he probably made a character off of the headmaster.
there were definitely some references that
There.
were made. I can't speak to what
Shrek
happened.
and Lord Farquaad.
Yes, indeed. I guess kind of that situation. You know, Lord Fuckwad is about the Pixar guys.
So the
I
people.
didn't know until recently that
Yeah.
Farquaad was supposed to sound like
Farquaad.
I
Well, no,
didn't
you
know
know.
that recently.
So story: the dudes who made Shrek and founded DreamWorks were from Pixar, disgruntled, left, formed their own company. First movie they made was Shrek. All the short jokes, the little dick jokes, the compensation jokes, the Lord Fuckwad jokes, all towards their former boss.
I see.
Those who know, he was not pleased, but couldn't do anything about it.
Because he would admit to being Lord Fuckwad.
Hey, man! Sometimes if the shoe fits, right?
So what's next, bruv?
What's next on the list? Let's go.
Let's go. What's next?
Yo, all right, cool. So this one's just about to get mad flagrant. Roe v. Wade. Street's about to get crazy. She's about to get wild again, dog. Some Tupac, Brenda has a baby type shit. What are your thoughts?
I know why they're doing it.
Is your theory the same as mine? No,
They need wage slaves. Also, the dying out of the great white race.
That's what I thought. Wage slaves, though. Go again. Go.
You
Educate.
need poor people to drive the capitalist machine. People are now complaining that $15 is not enough because it really isn't. Because life is so fucking expensive. But at the same time,
Inflation keeps inflating.
waitresses are getting $3 an hour.
Jesus.
Yeah, so like
In addition to needing people to work, the more children I have, the more likely it is that the people who are already poor will continue to stay poor.
and the poor people are easy to influence politically. They will be your wage slaves, and they cannot fight you because they're not educated enough to do so.
I did not even think of that angle, you know.
The-
Hold on. Damn it, you made me move on to other points. So we're sticking a pin right here. Glad I have it written down. Kay mentioned something earlier I didn't even think about with this whole shooting of the former Prime Minister of Japan.
Shins will get wet, yeah.
The gun nuts in America gonna use that as a case study to be like,
To
see,
say that
look at all of the
regulation doesn't
regulation,
help.
blah blah blah
But
blah
that's
blah,
because
and
they're
him still
cunts
get
and they
away.
don't understand numbers. One guy got shot in the 6 months, the 7 months of this year.
School
Meanwhile,
shootings
America
don't
has an
happen.
Average of what,
2 or 3 school
every
shootings a
month.
month.
Shootings,
A month.
They've had over 240, I think, this year already. A mass shooting is considered over 3 people get shot,
I think it's over 5.
Damn, dog.
something like that. Yeah, 5 and over, 4 plus. More than 4 people get shot is a mass shooting, according to them. And they've had over 200 this year. And then we turn around and say, oh, this one dog got shot in Japan, so you see that shit don't work.
Gun regulation don't work. Blah, blah, blah,
My
blah, blah.
favorite thing though when it comes to gun regulation is Switzerland.
Go off.
Everybody in Switzerland has a gun.
Everybody have one.
Everybody
Yeah,
has
go
a
bill.
gun, literally, because they have forced conscription.
Everybody have a gun.
So
in
everybody
Agabin.
has to go into the military. Everybody gets a rifle when they go into the military, and you get to keep said rifle when you leave
It's
the
the
military.
effect of like in a martial arts / boxing
It's
gym.
training.
Yeah, he who know how to throw hands go
Won't
sit down
throw
and build.
hands, yeah.
'Cause he understand. 1, I can do it. 2, it hurts. Humble thyself. The person who's insecure don't know how to do it, have to pump and fluff up them feathers. Where be the one
So,
flailing the gun all
America-
about? Also the niggas who get no pussy shoot up schools. They're saying that.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
America don't need gun regulation to the point of people not having guns like Japan. You just need fucking training and them thing that like have background checks, have mental health checks. That is what them fighting against, you know. They're fighting against the bare minimum
'Cause it's-
they want guns to be the same
interrupting my
commodity.
freedoms. You call me
They
prick.
want guns to be the same commodity as bubble gum. You're supposed to can just walk into any store and just buy one.
There are more regulations on alcohol and tobacco.
Yeah, there are. ATF don't really give a fuck about the F part. It's really the A and T them fuck around with.
Alcohol and tobacco, fuck the firearms.
Yeah, fuck the firearms, bro. They don't really care about that. Do what you know want. Just don't be killing like the government, killing themselves. They don't care. But Roe v. Wade is where this started.
Blah 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 blah. We're gonna take a quick break and we're back, jumping right on to Roe v. Wade.
So none of that was on camera. Alright. Well, y'all just got a blank space in the YouTube video.
No, you didn't.
Martin going to put in pictures.
I'm gonna edit that out. What are you talking about? Those of you who listen to the audio clip, though, you know, ooh, you get some extra shit.
So I got to
Basically,
step back
we're
what I
just-
was saying then.
Yeah, go ahead. Basically, what we're talking about was
The
Roe v.
great white
Wade,
replacement, that the white birth rate is dropping and they're going to replace as a majority.
which is a thought behind the the Roe v. Wade turning over.
So they're gonna be the minority, and then as Cubes was saying, that brings up the question: Why do you have a problem being a minority? Are minorities mistreated in your country?
Is it?
No. I got a black friend. I got.
I know one guy over there who dated a black girl once. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? I don't. We're all about that interracial stuff, man.
And bro, you know it's called swirling.
Excuse me.
When when a black guy when a black person dates a white person, like chocolate vanilla swirl.
No, I understand why. I just didn't think anybody would actually go there.
Nah, it's legit called swirling, bro. It's a it's a so yeah,
Racism.
what other than outside of the conspiracy theories for it though.
It's not
What-
a conspiracy.
What's your personal feelings on it? And we know the talking point here. We're
Clarence
we shouldn't
Thomas?
have blah 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 blah. We're talking about it. Too bad.
Clarence Thomas, the black guy in the Supreme Court, is a rapist and a racist. And I can say that because it is proven fact about the rapist part. at
Okay,
least.
cool. Because I was like, yo,
No, I can
strong.
say that he is.
Oh, he fucked up.
He in
Wait, hold on. So why is he in a position of power?
exactly. That's where the racist part come in. He's married to a white woman who literally tried to support the January 6th thing.
Yes, I did hear about
Yes, his wife
January
directly
6th.
supported the
Capitol.
Capitol
Oh, and the white man
insurrection
them did
thing.
run over the Capitol.
Right.
Yeah,
His wife.
that was this year.
Yeah. A lot has happened.
Fuck.
A lot has happened.
Wow.
No, that wasn't this year. That's 2020. That's 2 years ago.
2021.
2021, yeah.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
That's
to
last
me.
year.
That makes sense.
But
to
yeah, a
me.
lot has happened since then.
Okay, cool.
We're on to monkeypox now. But anyway. What I was
you're
saying?
gonna
But yeah,
die.
Clarence, he has sexually assaulted women and gotten away with it. And it is a known thing in the government. But most high powered men are like that. Like, why is it that Jeffrey Epstein was suicided in prison, but none of his clients have come out? Why did Ghislaine Maxwell get 20 years, but none of the people she brought the girls for got in trouble? Why was Prince Andrew not sent to prison after the pilot who flew him to the Child Island said, yo, him did dep on the plane?
Power.
Exactly.
Well, he's just Andrew now, isn't it?
Yeah, he's no longer royalty. I don't give a fuck, him still having money. And him family still gonna support him.
Still having freedom.
Yeah, like these powerful men who exploit women are constantly using their power to exploit as many women as possible. The Supreme Court, 2 members of the Supreme Court, Clarence and the brother Brett Kavanaugh, have assaulted women, proven.
Yeah, I knew that.
And nothing has been done about it.
of it.
And they are literally making laws that control women's reproductive rights.
That's wild. You are...
Fuckhead Biden
you
come
know
out
you've
today
done,
with
like,
an executive order that does nothing.
That's wild. Wait, Biden did what?
Him come out with an executive order protecting whatever the fuck it was.
How? What is it? What was the play?
It doesn't matter because the third...
Banning the abortion bans, essentially.
Yeah, he's
Banning
banning the abortion
ban?
ban, but the third line of it says it's not legally binding.
Huh? What? Wait, you just got a hiccup out of me. That don't make sense. Hold on. Come again.
It's
Come again.
performative. The American government, Roe v. Wade is a 40-year-old ruling. They have had 40 years to codify it, to make it an inalienable right on the books or put it in the Constitution. They didn't. They left it as a court ruling. Every precedent case can be changed. Every single case we use as precedent in legal whatever can be changed. You just have to change the ruling, which obviously can be done by the highest court in the land.
So it was all bread and circuses with the executive order today.
Yes.
Bread and circus, rather. I'm sorry.
Bread and circuses. You're right.
All right.
You're right.
Ew.
So yeah, they don't.
I liked being a kid and younger when I didn't like
Bro,
previous.
ignorance is the best thing in life, yeah?
Dog. Ew.
Knowing things is a 9.
It is.
Ignorance is bliss.
It really is blissful because like this Roe v. and then the next thing that they might tackle is I don't remember what the next thing is, but they're going to look at more things, the Supreme Court. But they changed it that the whole gun ownership thing. The Supreme Court changed something about gun ownership that made it easier to have guns. Like shortly after the Roe v. Wade thing.
Priorities.
With all that's happening in America.
Priorities is
But
right.
basically, and a part of the Roe v. Wade thing is going to affect in vitro fertilization because Roe v. Wade was about the right of the unborn child.
Oh, Lord.
And because they have now gotten away with that ruling, the right of the unborn takes precedent. So in vitro fertilization, you would fertilize multiple embryos and whichever one is most successful, that's the one you implant. You get rid of the others. If life starts at fertilization,
all of them.
you cannot get rid of them, so you can't do in vitro. You can't. It is.
Oh, okay.
It is
Well, I mean, that
unethical
fuck up too.
to implant more than 1 or 2 embryos. They usually only do 1. But because of Roe v. Wade being overturned, it's going to affect in vitro fertilization. And it also has something to do with your right to privacy in the bedroom.
There's just so many ways in which this is awful.
It's not just abortion. Like abortion is the what we get in our face all the time, but it's not the only thing. I remember telling us something. If
The more
we
you
don't
know, the more you
right?
think. I've been over here thinking about it. That's why
The
I'm
world
quiet.
is cyclical. You know it. From a geological standpoint, we're cyclical. We go hot and cold. On a political standpoint, we go right and left.
It was left. It
Has
really
been
far
left from the 70s.
Really far.
No,
left.
lie. The 70s was peak left.
No,
the
it wasn't peak. It definitely has gotten
the
more.
the 60s was peak left. Free love, the hippies, that's peak left. The 80s,
But we're back there now.
the 80s was a hard swing back to the right with Reagan and the war on drugs. We've come back left
Hard.
since then, and we've gone all the way over to the communism. Basically, socialism is as left as we will be nowadays, and we have a lot of socialist government. Socialism has a positive viewpoint. There are the whole thing with transgender rights and all of those things. Like
LGBT
the liberal aspects of society are
Yeah,
at
that's-
its peak,
that's
or
what I
were
meant.
at its peak.
That's what I was thinking about when I said we've swung
With
really hard
Obama.
left.
Obama was the peak. A black man getting put into the White House was the peak of leftist thought in America.
It was on the way up.
He's also performative.
Yeah, it was
that
on the
he
way
was
up.
really a centrist president who was right leaning.
And was touted as very left.
Yeah, he was not left or liberal at all. He killed more people during his reign with drone strikes than any other president, and also deported
Yep.
more than any other president.
Yep.
So
A lot of those drone strikes were misses, by the way.
yeah, it's very performative. But that was the peak of liberal, and it went well, or coming up to the peak of liberal.
Because I was like, he definitely kept
Yeah,
climbing.
it got worse. It got more left after that.
more left, not worse. It just kept, it kept going to
Liberal
one side.
thought, however, is not innately good, and some of the bad aspects have had people changing their minds about it, and also the hard wing right line people have always been fighting against it. With the people changing their mind and the hard line right,
Starting
we
to
see
swing
the
the
swing
other
to
way.
right.
Yeah.
Hungary has a right wing leader. Poland has a right wing leader. A lot of European countries are going back to the right, and when Europeans go to the right, they go racist.
Unfortunately.
They go to the Nazi.
yeah.
So that's what's happening.
They have a
And
lot of practice.
they do. So the
I think I should end there before I say something.
Yo, for
the,
real.
the world is
For real.
going back to we're going left back to right now. So everything's getting more conservative. That's just where we are. So the liberal abortion is considered a liberal option, even though it should be
Just
the
an-
norm.
yeah.
Like it's a choice.
Yeah.
Your pro-life people are not pro-life.
They're pro control.
Yeah, they're pro-control. That's literally all it is, because the Republican, the conservatives, the right-wingers, they stop giving a fuck the instant you are born.
Literally. Bootstraps, bro.
When they care so much about life.
Yeah,
Bootstraps,
while
bro.
you are in the womb, you are the most important thing to them. When you
Yeah,
are
man.
born, you are nothing. You are a failure. You must make something of yourself by yourself. Pull your
bootstraps.
fucking self up by the bootstraps.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Like, fuck them. Fuck the right wing. Fuck them hard.
And on
But fuck
that
the extreme
note,
left wing as well, dog. There must be a
Extremes,
balance.
extremes,
The
but-
fuck the
but-
extremes.
but
There's
extremes.
there is a happy balance in the middle that we have yet to find as humans. And
And
we
on
probably
that
never
note-
will. That's why I'm living in my own imperial society.
Boy.
thank you guys
On
for
my
watching
square.
this episode of the pod. Thank you guys for rocking us always. Closing remarks, right? I recorded the intro separately. Shout out to youtube.com, promo code BAM10, 10% off anything you have ordered. Prismatic Verse, big up yourself for the intro sequence. While we have you here, a video editor, cinematographer, hire me. All the things are up on the screen right now. Bobby
money.
B, do you have any closing remarks?
In the words of Intense, the dancehall artist, the world not get no easier, so I'm gonna stay inside and play FIFA.
And Cubes.
Actually, the world not get no easier. Check the media, so I'm gonna stay inside and play FIFA. Yes.
Read a book and go outside, please.
Touch grass.
Dropping bombs on your moms?
My boy just said touch grass. Here, fuck Carla.